aeroplane Italy with the guys, they were called the Wright brothers. They came up with an aircraft, an idea of an aircraft, because they were ahead of their times. And many people around them, they told them that, listen, it cannot work. It has never been done, but they were ahead of their times. They had to focus on their destiny because they believed that we were explorers. So we're all together, guys. And sometimes if you look at Bill Gates provided leadership at a grade 7. He had a dream that I want every house to have a computer. And I'm telling you that 90% of us who have computers, if we don't aspire to have computers, because somebody somewhere had an idea, somebody somewhere provided leadership, somebody somewhere believed in the idea. For example, you look at the lights now. Maybe you don't know where they're coming from. There's somebody called, Thomas Edison. He came up with an idea of a light. Maybe you're saying, what kind of a people that is? Normally, I normally say to people that philosophically speaking, the world is run by dead people. Do you know that? The world is run by dead people. Remember saying, why Simphiwe? Whatever that you're enjoying now, it was introduced by people who are long dead and buried. You look at aircraft, you look at South African Airways, philosophically speaking, the shareholders of South African Airways are the Wright brothers. Their ideas continue to do what? To run the universe. Maybe I'm asking you to say, when you're no longer alive, will your ideas continue to run the universe? Or good riddance? Or are you leaving a legacy or an impact where you are? Because you need to provide leadership. People that leave a legacy in whatever space they find themselves in, these are the people who do what? Who provide leadership. The second kind of a leader, maybe ask, what kind of a leader is what I call a pioneer? Maybe say, what is a pioneer? A pioneer is somebody that perfects the art and the thinking of an explorer. For example, when an aircraft is introduced, you look at the aircraft. When it was introduced as an idea, the population of people that came after the introduction of an aircraft, we call them pioneers. Why? Because they've perfected the art and the thinking of an explorer. If you look at what I'm trying to say is, whenever you have an idea, God will always provide people who are what? Who are pioneers, that they will perfect the art and the thinking of an explorer. The third kind of a leader, maybe ask yourself, what kind of a leader is what I call a settler? Maybe saying, what kind of a leader is a settler? These are the people who mourn and groan about everything. You greet them early in the morning, go spanning. Hello, Sophie. And then Sophie greets you back. Hello, Simphiwe Lenja. You know those people, they're cynical. And these are the people, for example, wherever they are, they think it's an extension of their past. These are the people that will always say to you, Moki Khutlang Ting, where I come from, we used to do things differently. These are the people who don't want to innovate, that always paralyze young people if they're old people. If they're youngsters, these are the people that paralyze. To say is that either you are a pioneer or a settler. But the last kind of a leader, maybe ask yourself, what kind of a leader is a citizen? A citizen is somebody that says, I work for this organization. I've been here, but I cannot leave this organization until I bring about transformation. Some of you, for example, in your own lineage, where you come from, there's never been somebody like graduator. And for you to provide leadership, you must tell yourself one thing, that look, I would be the first one to do what? To graduate. I would be the first one to drive a car. I would be the first one to have a degree or a PhD. That's a leadership. You're providing leadership to say, I want to make sure that I have a direct impact to my posterity, so that when the generations, when they come, they must make sure that they forever blow vuvuzela about my contribution. I don't want to say to people that even 10 years from now, or 10 years when I'm dead, I want people to say they leave a young man who made a difference in his generation. But I cannot make a difference in this generation if I don't know who I am, if I haven't found my signature.